It's fine. Yeah, we're good.
Thank you, sir. It is 6:02, and I would like to welcome everybody to the Newton Board of Selectmen's meeting dated Tuesday, October 7th. And I would like to open this meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody.
Evening, Mike.
Any citizens' input? There being none, projector's not showing up on the thing.
Yeah, he's in there.
Because I was told that it's now working.
That's this camera, supposedly this camera.
It's pointed right at us,
Is it
bud.
projecting or does it not
Smile.
project?
That's how it is. I don't know if it will project. Some planning board meetings, that's why. She's in the, you see the heading? She clicked the wrong one.
Planning board meeting, yeah.
It says planning board should be a different meeting.
Way to go, Robbie.
You started the wrong meeting.
No, I don't think I started on. Hold on.
It is working.
Okay.
It is,
Yeah.
see. It is working.
Yeah, good. We want to be able to see them though up on the screen. Does it have to open on that other computer? If you're out there in TV land, please bear with us. We're having a moment of technical difficulties.
I think I'm in the right meeting. I think maybe it's just equipment because this is new.
Amanda, can you see us?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amanda said it's working,
Oh, okay.
just we can't see them.
I think it's just new equipment.
Here we go. No, select board.
Yeah, for some reason, when I pick select board, it's saying it's blank.
Yeah.
We'll hit planning, maybe we'll say select board.
Here you go.
Really emailed by us. Amanda said it's working on her end, so maybe it's just on our end.
All right.
Okay.
I got your tag.
Here we go.
Someone was doing it. Was,
I'm trying to be of some help here. All right, here we go. No citizens input. The administration part, the fire department monthly update will be at our next meeting. The chief is holding some training with his departments, and it's actually, they're doing it alongside, what's the other department?
EMD? Is it? I don't know.
Kingston.
Kingston, so they're all, it's a
No,
big,
not EMD, you're here.
big training. So, he's excused from tonight. So next on our agenda is Xena Lane Public Road application. Would you like to speak on behalf of it?
Todd Fitzgerald of Father and Sons Construction is requesting the town accept Xena Lane as a public road. Mike Vignali, as KV Partners, stated the road has met requirements and he has completed the driveway applications in which the road agent has signed off on. Road will have to be deeded to town at Mr. Fitzgerald's costs. Said deed will be approved by town council.
So, Mike, could I have you up real quick, I just need you to state that you're okay with the road. So it's in the record, that's all.
Mike Rivera, Newton Road agent. Yeah, I've checked with Mike Finale. Todd did a few little things towards the end that we needed to adjust. And I went up there, did all the inspections, it's fine.
Okay.
Town couldn't accept that.
Okay, thank you, Mike.
So with that said, I move to accept Xena Lane as a public road with the production of a deed approved by the town council.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Joe. All in favor? Aye.
Hold on a second, Mike, what's up? Sorry, Todd, what's up?
I'll pay for all the deed work to be done by the town council as well.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Just let me know for the bill and I'll sign it.
You guys want to make that amendment to the motion that all the costs will be paid for by Mr. Fitzgerald?
Approve the, second that. I'll second that.
So,
You made the motion.
You made the motion.
Joe's all right with that being added to his motion,
Okay, noted, we got it.
okay?
Now let's take the vote.
There we go. So it passed unanimously.
Just take it again after the amendment. You have to.
Everybody is good with the amendment? All in favor? Aye.
There you go. Now we're good. Thank you.
All right, so now we're going to move on to land proposal. Mike, would you grace us with your presence again, please?
I'm gonna speak here in two positions, one the road agent, one like the town official, and a resident of the town. We're gonna be combined as I kind of give the rundown. All the board members here know what the parcel is. It's adjacent to 8 Merrimack Road, where the town facilities are. The landowner of that is the same landowner who was very gracious to the town a number of years ago, so that we now have that facility. He has offered the abutting piece of property to the town a few years ago. And we put it on the warrant. It was relatively close. This may be our last shot at this parcel of land coming up. So we don't have a lot of time. It's for the future expansion of the town infrastructure as far as buildings go. The building we're in right now, we've talked about it many times. To make this compliant, code compliant, it would cost an awful lot. The library, which I see we have, I'm showing you the library falls into the same category. It doesn't, and any of you girls can know and talk about it. It doesn't fit the current library to be able to function properly. The resident has offered this up at a really reduced value, and he'll carry the paper, which is amazing. So the town only has to come up with, I don't know the exact numbers, and we won't even talk numbers at this meeting. We can visit that again and have it later. I think it's crucial for the town. My personal opinion, working in the town and living here for 40 years now, this is something that's really important to the town moving along in the future. You're going to have all your facilities together. There is some civil drawings that have been done, which would be phased. You know, you put some buildings up, probably take down the Butler building, make that a meeting green space with maybe a bandstand or something. Again, future down the road. But we can't even have these conversations unless we have the property. If we've gone through this, I've done it, I'm going to say the board member here since we have done it. The town has a lot of property, owns a lot of property. But when we look through it, there's no piece of property that would fit the needs of a library in a town hall. Just, you know, you spend an awful lot of money in site work. The site work up there is relatively simple to put buildings in, it's all there. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of property. You guys know what we're talking about. I think everybody here knows what we're talking about. Hopefully, the people that will see this, or if we put together a presentation, which is really what we have to do. That's really what we have to do. We have to put a presentation together so the residents in town understand completely what the intent is. I don't think we have to spend a lot of money. You're gonna have to spend some money to get this done. You're gonna need some conceptual drawings, elevation drawings, maybe a plan view of the buildings, not too in depth, because that might change as time goes on and we get closer to doing buildings. But that needs to be done very quickly. We're into October. And that's all I have for a presentation. I mean, the landowner is being extremely generous on this parcel. And he loves the town. He's born here. He really would like to see this happen.
Do you think Denny can get me or email me the conceptual drawings he has?
For the site?
Yeah. I want them electronically.
I'm sure you can.
I have them, I want them electronically, because then it's easier for me to manipulate to possibly doing a PowerPoint or a presentation if I have it electronically.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'll reach out to you.
Yeah, just have them send it to me so I have it, and then I can start manipulating it and making it into a presentation, you know?
What's the board's thoughts on getting that? Because Denny won't do like architectural renderings.
I know that.
Is this meeting here, we're talk about this, or we're gonna do this on a secondary meeting? And I caution, time is running out rapidly.
I think what I've already seen, we can work from that, no? Why not?
You need some professionally done renderings. We don't have anything that shows an elevation of the buildings.
You need like a layout of where things could possibly
Well, no,
be.
that's civil. I mean, Denny can locate the buildings on the lot civil. He can do driveways, he can do that conceptual thing.
So you can actually see it, like if you were standing on the property, you could actually see the buildings.
That's what we need.
That's what I thought I had. I thought I had those. No, you guys didn't see these. I thought I had them.
If you have them, I don't know.
Of what the building looked like. I definitely had something like that. I know I
Why don't we
did.
check with him just to see?
I'll,
Dennis is a civil engineer. He didn't.
Oh, I know he is.
I'm 90% sure that I have something.
You have elevations showing the building?
Yes. Given to me by the landowner. Given to me by the landowner. He gave them to me. I'm 90% sure. I will look to make sure that I have them. Maybe I'm wrong, but
If you have, those, then we may have enough.
yes,
You don't have to.
that's where I was going with this.
If we don't have,
I will let you know.
Then we'll have to.
Then we'll have to come up with something. But that's,
can you do that?
I'm gonna do that
in a
too.
public meeting? Or do we have to put something in now, make a motion? Honest to God, I'm telling you guys, you will blink and we will be into December.
I just don't know what it costs.
Well,
What would be a ballpark?
Yeah, do you have a ballpark?
if I had to guess, to do just crude, couple elevations on the floor plan, you might be $5,000.
And you're talking 3D versus 2D?
No, they'd be 3D.
Okay,
They're gonna do it on a drawing system. It would be 3D.
yeah, okay.
But you're gonna want, a drawing about that big to put on an A-frame.
Yep.
That we don't need right away, really, we don't need that until, well, we could start
Well, if we want to do a presentation.
marketing it earlier than later, but it's
And you're gonna want it on the website?
on the website, sure. Yeah.
Is this something you can take care of? Or is this
Oh, I can't call one of the architectural firms I use. I mean, I'll call a couple of them and get an average price, but they're not gonna be far apart.
Okay.
if I get a motion for like 7,500?
Up to.
Up to, right, not.
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion to pay up to $7,500 for a set of conceptual 3D plans, 2D or 3D plans for the site to be made if Dan cannot find the set that he's looking
The
for.
motion, we're not gonna do it if I have them.
So I'll,
If you got it, that's a moot point.
so I'll second that motion.
That's fine.
So I made the motion, Joe seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
So as soon as Dan finds out, he'll get back to you. And I want to speak to part of what Michael talked about, because there was a lot of word that I was told that went out, and people were told, we don't need to buy the land because the library has property behind it that the town owns. But like what Michael said is very important if you really listen to the truth. So the truth is, in order to build back there, you have to clear that, you have to level it, you have to do all of that, and that costs a lot of money. To whereas purchasing this property, it's all cleared, and to be able to put up the buildings would be a lot cheaper, not to mention the fact that you have to have enough foresight and to be able to think about what's taking place to where if you move the library from there, we did say a one building type thing where it would be the library could be attached to town hall. That in itself would save money, and then we could possibly, with the town's approval, I believe we would need, be able to sell the library and that piece of property behind it, which of course, with the housing market being what it is, would be a considerable amount that could be invested and turned over to help build the new buildings on that site. So being able to take one and deal with the other to help the town save money is huge. So you really have to think outside of the box when you're doing these things and not just have a narrow mind thinking, well, we already got the property, we can do this. You really have to think as far as what the costs are gonna be, like what Michael was talking about. And that's what this board is trying to do. We're trying to centralize it. This town is growing. I sit on the planning board. Todd Fitzgerald was just here. We have, 3 other sites, Mike, that roads were just put in, more houses going up. The town hall is no longer suitable and able to take care of business. The library, I'm gonna let the ladies speak to that themselves when they come up and address the board. And to be able to have it all centrally located down there, to make life so much easier for the townspeople, to be able to go, to take care of their business, to have their 911 services all there, to be able to actually have a town common, hopefully down there, to be able to start to have our family events that we do, our cookouts, Old Home Day, and all of that would be a wonderful thing. So with that being said, I believe we have some other people that would like to speak to us.
So, hold on, they can absolutely come up. I just have some things to say. So, when this got dropped in my lap last year, is that the right verbiage for that?
I think you welcomed the challenge, so I don't want to say agree.
I agree. I did look at other sites and what property the town owned. And the library was mentioned to me. Do you know that we wouldn't be able to do it at the current site where the library is? We do own the land behind it, but we would not be able to do it without an easement from a neighboring property owner.
Right.
And that's just gonna make things more difficult. Like, we don't need, at this site, we don't need any of that, you know? So that is just one more step that we don't have to take. And I'll be honest, I don't want to have to try to get an easement to access our own property that we're gonna build.
We'll just add additional cost to it.
Not when we have this chance, you know? And correct me if I'm wrong, there's a lot of site work to do if you wanted to do that there, behind the library, yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, your site costs would be, you know, and again, it makes no sense.
I know.
It just doesn't.
I just want to make it clear for everybody to understand why that's not a viable thing. Not that we already have this piece of land, it's not viable to do what we want to do there, you know, that's all.
But
Yeah,
if,
and I have looked at other sites in town, and this is our best bet.
I also think it's, once we put the plans out, conceptually, things can change, right? I get it. But I think it's also a time for us to look at the consolidation of buildings that aren't used, and in those buildings, what can we, like the Historical Society, what can we take out of there that we can actually display? so people-
Absolutely, there's carriages there that can be on display, absolutely.
So instead of collecting dust and us paying for, and having that land, we can consolidate in a respectful way and show the pride back into this town, and I think that's important too.
So
And
the-
save money and get money back when we
Right,
sell.
but one of the worst parts about me doing this, when I was starting to research everything, do you know that at one point in time, the town had the chance to get the spot where the North Shore Bank is? That whole property,
Several spots.
which is 100% would have been perfect for this. You know, so that's one of these things that I don't want to miss this opportunity. I just don't want to miss it.
I agree.
So I personally will do whatever I have to do to try to get this to happen, as I've already been doing. We'll just do it harder this time.
Well, I think just do it with a more elaborate presentation.
Like, I get it. So I guess the difficult part for me last year was, we did talk about it, but I didn't want to put something out where people are gonna think that we're gonna build this building for the amount of money. Do you know what I mean? I don't wanna confuse people to think that when we do this presentation, that this is just for the land, it's not for us to start building. That's, you know, could be 10 years from now, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know when it'll start. It's for the future.
For the future, definitely.
How I tried to phrase it, it's not for us to start building. This is just for the purchase of the land. And that's where I was, but now I just really want to do whatever we can do to get it. So I'll take the note and try to get see if I can find those renderings that I'm pretty sure I have. I don't know where they came from, but yeah, so, okay, I'm good.
And it is, you brought up a good point, real quick. The bank, that was a missed opportunity.
Very.
Well, that was also the building behind the bank too, all that, right? The school.
The daycare?
I don't
It
think
was
so.
already there, wasn't it?
No, that's the old roller skating rink. I don't think that was part of it. Because it was Ann Miles, wasn't it? Wasn't it Ann that had it? Yeah. No, it wasn't the building out back. It's just the front part where the bank is now. But I'm glad you brought it up because, you know, I'd hate to be one of the people, and I'm trying to articulate to the residents in town, this is really important. I'd hate to in 5 years go, boy, we shoulda, coulda, woulda. Because once that opportunity's gone,
It's gone.
Oh, that's gone.
good luck to find another parcel that'll work as well as that one will.
With an owner being as generous as he is.
Correct. That's the other part of it. I mean, willing to, you know, carry it to help the town so that we can not get stung or, you know, not stung, but have to pay a big whack right out of the gate.
Right.
Or go for a bond. We don't even need to go for a bond.
Right.
Because we're able to, he's offering to pay in increments.
Correct. Which is the same situation was offered to us where the PD and fire station is now.
Yep.
The same deal.
Any other board members?
Good.
If not, we'll open it up to the ladies.
My name's Debbie Marchand, I live on Highland Street. Last year, there was a warrant article to purchase property behind the safety complex for a very reasonable price for the amount of property offered. The warrant didn't pass, but was very close. Someone at that time went around telling people not to vote for it because supposedly the library had land behind it. The select board also did not get word to people and explain the land deal properly. As part of the Friends of the Library, we would love to help you with this point. We also understand even if the town gets the land, we may not see building for a while. We can fundraise to help. I'm not sure how many of you have been in the library, but if you have any type of physical disability, it's so difficult to get around. The children's room is upstairs, and many young moms with a toddler and a baby can't get up with a stroller. If you have a child with a physical disability and want to attend story time, how are they getting upstairs? It would be nice to have a library accessible to everyone who wants to go there. It would be nice to have all the town buildings in one place. If the library and the town hall were on that property, it may make life easier for many people. And one of the biggest proponents for this is Pat Estabrooks. She really wanted to be here tonight. She is celebrating her 90th birthday. In the library, she went to first grade there. Her sister, who is 10 years older than her, also went to first grade there. So it's really imperative that she pushes. I know she pushes a lot of you guys on it, but she really wishes she could be here, and hopefully this is something that the town will agree on. Thanks.
Thank you.
Not to mention, I heard it's Pat's birthday, so her family took her out to dinner tonight. Happy birthday, Pat. And she was trying to get them to take her out to lunch because she wanted to be here at this meeting, to be able to talk to us and address it herself. But we hope that she's having a wonderful time. God bless her with her family this evening. Next.
My name is Michelle Baker, and I'm the director of the library. And just want to reiterate on what Debbie mentioned as well for, and as some of you know, the needs of the library. So we do have the upstairs is steep stairs to get up there. There's no other way to get up there. Our capacity is in the 30 to 35 range, which also has us limiting the number of people who can attend programs. And we're kind of on the border with our story times as to how we will limit those because we are getting close to capacity for those as well. The library itself has 8 parking spaces, one of it which is an ADA space. And sometimes patrons get creative squishing more vehicles in, but that also makes it difficult for us to serve a town of nearly 5,000 residents and for them to be able to come both to programs and to use materials. And we have been told in recent years, when we've had programs upstairs, we've had various patrons, particularly older adults, say that they would be interested in the program, but they're not going to come if they have to climb the stairs to get up there. We have been able to use the town hall main floor, which has been wonderful to be able to have that opportunity. As we all know, it's also limited for parking and getting in. And when I first began a few years ago, I got a grant for us to do a summer reading program, and I figured that somewhere in town we would have an ADA accessible space, and I did not find one, as you may know. Fortunately, we did not lose the grant. They were able to shift it over to materials rather than just programs. Otherwise, we would have lost it entirely. Yeah, and even the wheelchairs and walkers and anything like that, the first floor is accessible without stairs, but it's also very tight. It was a former class schoolhouse, and we've done what we can, but it is tight to get in, so it's really just getting in the entrance into the desk that really is able to be maneuvered by anyone, and our staff are happy to help to retrieve things, but it does make it difficult for patrons to use. And so we would love to have a space.
Well, we would love for you to have it.
And I know years ago in '99 when they were looking at if they could possibly use that back area and the amount of work that would go into it, and also the consideration of the second floor, and then you've got an elevator. Elevators are expensive and can break and all of that, so having everything on one nice, large, one-floor parcel with a community center space that can be used is definitely something that would be great for the town to have in the future.
Is there any chance of doing a little clearing there just to make more spots as a temporary?
I'd have to look at it. Or Mike would have to look at it. Can you make more parking spots at the library?
I don't think you could because it's so narrow. I mean, have you guys been in the parking lot lately?
Well, I don't know about going back just a little bit, even 30, 40 feet.
If that's where the septic is, no.
Oh, all right, yeah. All right.
Okay, so no.
Yeah. I think the plans from 1999 was like completely uprooting everything and moving it all around so they would add parking because they would also move the septic and possibly the well too. I didn't go that deep into the records, but.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, my name's Laura McDougall. I'm at 36 Highland Street, and I just want to talk about how important it is for our young people to have a place to go after school, on Saturdays, to join different programs. Every time I drive through Plastow, I see their beautiful library, and I see all the things that they have on their sign. They have craft fairs, they have film nights, they have all kinds of stuff. And we should be, with all these people moving into town, and we should be able to have a place for our young people to come and access and be safe, and without all the nonsense that's going on all around the rest of the planet. There's a place for them to go. I remember as a kid going to the library and feeling like it's a safe place to be because it's the library, and I'm surrounded by books, and I can learn anything with these books. Every kid ought to be able to have that opportunity, to have that feeling. But if we can't get them into the library by offering them certain programs. And by the way, we have a great children's librarian and who has incredible ideas, and as does Michelle. So accessibility and to help our young people. And all the girls in the Friends of the Gale are willing to, we're going to be doing fundraisers, we're going to be helping you guys do whatever you need to get done, because we want to be involved. There isn't a lot of time, as Mike said, so we have to just make sure. I just want you guys to know that we are going to help, and we're going to be with you all the way, because we have to. We really do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go. And I think, and that's, it goes to speaking also to one of the things that we're having with today's culture and these young kids being glued to their electronics, being able to get to the library, to be able to get away from those electronics, to be able to have another outlet to where they start to learn how to community, exactly, to be able to spend time with other people and to be able to learn to grow in how to treat other people and to actually just have a different learning avenue would be huge.
I'd just like to add to what the ladies just said, and I think this may drive the point home. We have no community hub here in Newton. Do you know where our community hub is now?
Transfer station.
Thank you. It's the transfer station. How's that?
We're working on that too.
Thank you.
Can I ask, as we think about this stuff and we put our plans together, can you do me a favor and look at all the buildings in town that can get consolidated?
Okay.
Right? And then of those, which ones we could sell off so that we understand the impact, the financial impact to offset any of the costs that we may have going forward. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, that's okay. I just wanted to ask a question, and that is that the plans that have already been drawn. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Susan Peterson. I also live on Highland Street. That's where all the library people live, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to ask a question about the conceptual drawings that exist. Those are truly just conceptual, right? They're just to give people an idea of what might be, because I would hope that the selectmen would also consult with librarians and survey other libraries around to find out what works, what doesn't work for a library facility, as well as for a town hall.
Purely conceptual.
Purely.
Yes.
Purely.
Okay.
We're
That's
not-
all I wanted to.
We're not there yet.
And I don't expect to live long enough to see the library built, but
No,
nonetheless,
I
I'm
do.
willing to work for it.
I do, expect to see you there.
So it's
No, I
okay.
expect to see you there, but it is purely conceptual. From what I remember I saw these things. Nothing is set in stone, and I know that we're only elected for 3 years, but I don't anticipate any board to just build something without any input from everybody.
Okay, good.
Do you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't anticipate that at all. I mean, I can say that, but
I
who
guess
knows how long I'll be
I
here.
would say that I would think that you would want to be very careful about stressing that fact that it's conceptual, so that people don't think that you're going to start digging foundations right away.
Exactly.
Because that's going to scare them off.
So Susan, I assume that you're saying that you would like to be on the building committee when that time comes by.
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll mark that down.
Yeah, there's nobody on this board, and I say this with respect to everybody on this board, that knows the needs of a fire station, a police station, or even the building you're sitting in, right? So we would have to talk to the employees to understand needs. Yep.
So the civil drawings that Denny has been working on, the topography of the land is going to, in some way and fashion, dictate where the buildings go. Now, how the buildings lay out, or what the inside of the building is, that's a conversation for a later date when we get into buildings.
Right.
I don't think you should confuse. Certainly, you can do an assessment of the buildings to see what value they might have if we were to sell them. I wouldn't throw that into the mix right now.
No?
No. Yeah, I think you're confusing it.
Yeah, this is,
That goes back to a building cost or offset of a building cost. We're only looking to acquire the land.
Right.
So you're not gonna be able to sell any of these buildings, this one or that one,
Fair enough.
until the next phase is when you're gonna look to maybe
Do that at the
offset
next phase
the
possible.
This is
construction.
phase one.
Okay.
Yeah, right now, it's simply
one.
land purchase.
Yep.
And you have nothing to offset that with.
Right.
Fair enough.
And just keep it, I just don't wanna see it get too
We need to
confusing.
keep
It's
it-
pretty
we need to
cut and
keep it
dry, and if
simple.
we leave it that way, I think the residents will
Yeah, we need to keep it
understand.
simple.
Yeah.
Susan, unless I dreamt it, the plans that I remember seeing was, everybody's gonna jump all over me. The town hall was on one side, the library was on the other side, and in the center was a giant meeting hall. Okay? That's what, and I believe that's what I've seen. I'm pretty sure, unless Tricia's about to tell me that I didn't see that, but
No, you're right.
that's what I saw was,
You did see that.
I did see that.
That's on the civil drawings.
Okay,
So the concept is good, but it's conceptual, and we'll
correct, but they were connected by a
Common area.
common meeting
Right.
hall. Right, so like picture this room
Be the hub.
essentially being the center, and then the town hall's on this side and the library's on that side. So that's how,
I just wanted you to know.
Took you so long to get to the mic.
know.
That's what I want to
I'm
know.
back there frothing a bit here. I want you to know that he brought those over to me and I saw them too. I just don't want you to think you're dreaming. And because I even joked around and said, well, this is great the way it's set up. Maybe I said, we could fix it so if you want to take out a book or register your vehicle, you drive around the building, we'll have a drive-through for a cup of coffee. We joked around about it. So yes, you saw them, I did too.
Thank you, Trish.
Thanks, Trish.
thank
It
you.
is a joke, but the landowner and I have laid out the topography so that you could in theory have a drive-through
Okay.
for the town clerk.
Oh, I was thinking so I could rent a book or borrow a book, library.
Email ahead. I'll be glad to pick up my
The
book.
drive-through book return is what we're gonna have, so. Okay.
All right. Halloween, trick-or-treating hours in the day. So we've always had trick-or-treating the day of, which is October 31st. We did have a discussion about it last year, if I'm
Oh, we did, yeah.
mistaken, and the townspeople resoundingly came back and said, it will be on October 31st, the day of. So that's what we're keeping it as, and we kind of laid it out there, not enforcing it, but suggested 5:30 PM to 7:30 PM because of how dark it gets at that time, to keep the kids safe, get them off the street for later on at night when the cars are coming by, because it does get hard to see them on some of these roads, especially because we don't have, lighted roadways. So that is what the board is suggesting. So after 7:30 PM, you might not see so many neighbors with their lights on and handing out candy. They might call it quits at that point. So that's that.
We haven't gotten to that point yet.
Yeah, we were gonna talk about that
Trick or
later
treat's a
on.
different line.
Listen, don't get pushy over there. I get enough of that at the house. All right, so we're gonna talk, Paula?
Yep. So we recently hired, a bookkeeper to assist me. Her name is Rona Kizilowski. Let me give her right. Oh, okay. She'll be working part-time, about 3 days a week. And to pay her $22.50. And then the other person we hired, is Melissa Carter. She's a transfer station attendant. She'll be working weekends only, and at a rate of pay of $15 an hour.
And
So-
I just want to, real quick, let me please, I want to speak to this so the townspeople don't think that we are in a default budget and that we're just hiring all these people willy-nilly. I want everybody out there to understand that when we hired Paula, she has assumed the financial position and the town administrator position. She's been doing both roles. So the idea of hiring the bookkeeper was to take some of that financial burden off of Paula so that she could become a lot more involved with the town business and making sure that the town administration aspect of her job she's able to spend more time on that and not just looking at the financials and taking care of that. So that this way here, we can get everything covered in a well-meaning and appropriate way. So I just want people to know that. Did you want to say something, Joe?
Yes, with that all said and done, I'd like to move to hire Rhonda Kozlowski as a part-time bookkeeper at an hourly rate of $22.50, with an option to increase to an hourly rate of $23.50 upon 6-month satisfactory review.
Motion by Joe,
Second.
seconded by Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm going to abstain on this because I wasn't part of, that was last week's, I wasn't here for that. So I'll just abstain my vote.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 and Joe's abstaining. Next,
Next, I move to hire Melissa Carter at a part-time transfer station attendant at the hourly rate of $15.
Second.
motion by Joe. We're gonna give it to Mike again.
that's
Mike
fine.
doesn't do a lot of seconding. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's unanimous. Consent agenda.
No, transfer station. Transfer station.
We took care of that already.
Yep.
We did?
That's
Okay.
done.
We already did that.
Okay.
So
We addressed that at the other meeting.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda as written.
Second.
Motion by Joe, seconded by Joe. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's unanimous. Where are we here? All right, so now we're gonna get on to the action items,
I know
new
where we're at.
business.
Hold on. I know where we're at. Trish, do you want to come up? It's all right. I won't forget the spark plug of the town.
I know, I was so excited.
Are we gonna go play in the woods? What's going on?
Ready to go?
There you go. So at your last meeting, you asked me to check prices on radios so that they could be used for various town events, maybe by recreation, anything that we might have. I was able to purchase that. I did check with Dan to make sure that this was okay. It was very reasonable. It was like $126. I did get a service contract for 2 years. They're 16-channel radios. It's a 2-mile distance, so for any events that we have, they're gonna be fine. What I wanted to share is I created a sign-out sheet. I'll leave this, up to you, but I thought that I would keep them in my office, keep them charged. I have them labeled, and the sign-in sheet, I thought maybe if it's up to you, if you want Jessica, I'll work with Jessica, who's the recreation chair. I'll set up so that she could get into my office with a combo if ever she needed these. She can have people sign out, the radio number, who it is, what the event is, and when I get it back, and then I'll just make sure it's charged and everything is okay, if that's how you want me to handle it.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good. Trish,
Oh, correct.
you tested it too, right? You want
Yes.
to tell them where you were and stuff like
Yes,
that?
yeah. It works good. We actually tried it from the transfer station to the fire station, and it worked, although it wasn't great. But I think for our events, for the most part, they're gonna be around the
Yeah, they'll be close. but-
Right.
the facility.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be maybe on the boat ramp in
Well-
the transfer
Probably within a couple hundred yards max.
Exactly.
We'll test them out at Trunk or Treat in another week.
Okay, so I'll get a hold of Jessica if that's your pleasure, and they're all charged and ready to go, and...
Joe's all excited, trunk or treat.
I know,
He's
see?
good to go.
See, okay. And the only other thing I wanted to share, and our town administrator's aware of this, so a while back I spoke to you about the hazard mitigation grant, and, you know, FEMA, now they're dotting extra I's and extra T's, or crossing T's, however that goes. And I've had to take the grant, it's a $11,250 grant. We need, the hazardous mitigation plan has to be updated every 5 years, or we can't accept grant money, federal money. So this is a requirement. I was accepted for the grant. Federal is 75%, so they're gonna match it $8,400 and change. Our match is $2,800. I don't have to come up with any cash. This is a labor match, we call it in kind. So some of you have been on my hit parade. I listed you as people that may be on the committee. We'll meet 6 times a year. Uh-oh, Michelle, that probably means you. And what happens is, whatever the cost is what that person makes, I can use that as actual money. I'm gonna call you guys volunteers, because really, that's what we know selectmen are. The grant match for a selectman is actually, I had to go in to pull out the stats, for 2024 is $35.76. So that's how valuable you guys are to me.
Must be for a month.
So that, yeah, right. So I just.
Does that come out to 7 cents an hour?
Right. So easily I've been able to come up with the match. Paula's gonna be part of it, Robin, some of you, Michelle, Mike Pavero, who doesn't really know that he is, but he is. And we know he's worth at least $35 an hour.
At
right?
least.
Because he's a volunteer, right. So we're good to go. I wanted to share that with you. And then yesterday afternoon, we were really busy on the fire department. So unfortunately, every other month, the Joint Loss Management Committee meets. Thank goodness my vice chair, Michelle Baker, took over for me because I couldn't be there. We'll give you an update on anything that could be problematic as far as any kind of mitigation or a loss or a Primex issue, but so far it seemed to be pretty well. It went well. I think that's it, right, Michelle? Yeah? Okay.
Thank you.
Trish.
Thanks.
Mike would like a word with you now.
So Mike reminded me, he's the head honcho here. So I will have to figure out how I'm gonna get this information to Jessica as far as access, because the EOC, I can't have unlimited access to, so I'll work on that, but I just want you to know, I'll figure it out.
If we have to, we can keep it here at the town hall.
We'll figure it out.
We can keep it here if we
Yes.
have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could drop it off down
That's
here
what I'm thinking, I can meet her.
with Robin, and then she can pick it up from Robin.
Okay, thanks.
All right,
Thanks, Mike.
thank you.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, we're gonna move on now. Is that all right?
Listen, I don't like making her wait till everything's done.
I'm with ya. I'm with ya. All right, nothing like a little levity. Action items, new and old business announcements. Town hall's gonna be closed this Monday, October 13th, because it's Columbus Day. Also, the town clerk and the tax collector's office will be closed on October 29th and the 30th for training. That's a Wednesday and a Thursday. The Newton Boat Ramp closure, and I believe that's on the website, it was put out, that's gonna be closed from 11/3 to 12/2 for some construction that's being done. And is that part of the what do you call it, the people that showed up here.
Oh, Country Pond Lake Association.
Association.
Association, I think they're the ones that are doing the work on it, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so the boat ramp will be closed during that time. The trunk or treat, reminder, is going to be on 10/18. That's a Saturday from 4:30 PM to 6:30 PM at the safety complex. It was a success last year. It was huge. We hope that everybody will get involved again this year, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody down there. And another friendly reminder is that our local Boy Scouts will be selling popcorn this Sunday, October 12th, down our community center, which is the transfer station. So if you're going down there to get rid of your trash on Sunday and you're hungry, stop in and get some popcorn. They're doing their fundraiser. They did very well down there last year. They're hoping to raise some more money for their troops. Is there anything else that I forgot? I would like to thank everybody down the transfer station. It's my understanding, I had stopped in early, that Hazardous Waste Day was a huge success. That new company that we hired, they brought a lot of people in with them, and they made the whole operation run very smoothly so that the citizens were able to get in and get out, and there wasn't a huge line like we've had in the past. So I'd like to thank all our attendants down there for their help in making it a success also. Anything else?
Motion to adjourn?
And we will now adjourn the meeting at 6:59. Thank you, ladies.